Haruhi Suzumiya was originally a light novel series by Nagaru Taniguana and Noisy Ito, but due to its immense popularity, the series has been adapted to other media. There are manga, video games, internet shorts, and an anime series. This anime was a pretty big internet phenomenon back when it was first released, but how could a show like this become so popular and gain so many different adaptations? Well, let's find out. The series follows Kyon, who's beginning to attend his first year at North High. He has put aside all his expectations and is looking forward to living out a normal high school life. But that changes once he meets Haruhi Suzumiya.
First off, I'm not interested in ordinary people. But if any of you are aliens, time travelers, or espers, please come see me. That is all.
Is that supposed to be funny?
Haruhi is an enigma to everyone at school. She's smart, beautiful, and pretty much good at everything, but she never tries to join any clubs or try to make friends. Her only interest is supernatural things like aliens, time travelers, and espers. Even though Kyon is certain such paranormal creatures don't exist, he feels compelled to ask Haruhi about her interests, and they slowly become friends. Eventually, based on something Kyon said offhandedly, Haruhi decides to form her own school club, a club that's dedicated to discovering otherworldly creatures. She calls it the Spreading Excitement All Over the World with Haruhi Suzumiya Brigade, or just SOS Brigade for short.
The SOS Brigade's mission is to find aliens, time travelers, and espers and hang out with them.
It's as if the whole world had come to a grinding halt. No, not really.
Kyon is forced into joining since he's the only person Haruhi is close with, and Haruhi scouts out other members who have traits she thinks are common in mystery stories. She brings along Mikuru Asahina, who's the token cute girl, and Itsuki Koizumi, who's a seemingly mysterious transfer student. There's also Yuki Nagato, a quiet bookworm who just joins the brigade because Haruhi takes over the literacy club room.
Don't worry. Just take your time, get used to the controls, and try and have some fun with it.
This is not supposed to be fun! We're gonna crush the computer club so hard they won't be able to stand up! Now let's get some training happening! Naturally, I'll be commanding this outfit. Now hop to it! Battle positions!
At least we've got Nagato on our side. I take it back. We're dead.
For a while, everything in the club aside from Haruhi's eccentric behavior seems normal. Until one day, Nagato invites Kyon over to her house to talk. She explains that she's an alien-like life form sent to Earth to study Haruhi.
I have been created by the data integration thought entity that supervises this galaxy. I am a humanoid interface designed to make contact with organic life forms like you. Do you understand?
Huh?
Of course, Kyon doesn't believe this at first, but the next day Mikuru talks to him and explains she's a time traveler sent to the past to study Haruhi.
The conclusion was that there had to be a large time gap between the time planes. It wasn't until recently that we found the thing that caused it. That is, recently in the future where I come from.
So what is the reason?
Miss Suzumiya.
Not again.
Then Koizumi talks with him and explains he's an esper sent to North High to study her.
The elders in the organization believe that this world is sort of like a dream that a certain entity is showing us. Because it's all just a dream, it'd be quite easy for that entity to alter our reality. It could change it, destroy it, even create a new world. And we're pretty sure that we found that entity right here.
You're saying that's Haruhi?
For millennia, people have referred to such an entity as God or something similar.
Well done, Haruhi. You got people calling you a god now.
After each of them gives Kyon an example of their powers, there's no room for doubt. The paranormal creatures that Haruhi believes in are real. It seems that the reason they exist, all go to the same school, and are in the same club is because Haruhi wants them to. It seems Suzumiya has a subconscious influence on the universe. She has godlike powers that she's not aware of. It's up to the members of the SOS Brigade to keep Haruhi in an upbeat mood to prevent any form of indirect destruction she could cause. The rest of the series follows Kyon and his adventures with the Brigade. Sometimes they're doing typical high school activities, sometimes they're saving the universe, and sometimes they're doing a little bit of both. An interesting thing about this show is that it's intentionally a bit mundane. The majority of the show is just banter between the characters or narration by Kyon, and it's always entertaining even though it may seem boring. This tone and the show's occasional blue humor are what makes it hard to recommend, but you'll find it very deep and intricate the more you stick with it, especially the finale movie that ties everything together. You may be bored or confused your first watch through, but if you rewatch it, you'll realize different subtle Easter eggs and foreshadowing you missed the first time, and probably enjoy it even more.
Wait! What the hell's going on? She's gonna kill me to see how Haruhi reacts? Haruhi, man, she's popular!
In a show like this, animation isn't really the focus. There's a lot of times during the show where it's just characters talking back and forth. In scenes like that, the shots set up lighting and backgrounds are what keep it visually interesting. Although in more action-based sequences, the animation steps up and looks fantastic. The individual character designs may seem generic, but something about them just feels iconic. Honestly, you shouldn't have a problem with the show's visuals. The style the show has works perfectly for it. The English dub for this show is fantastic. It may just be my favorite English dub for any anime I've watched. Wendy Lee is great as Haruhi. She can sound really energetic, but also depressive when she has to. And Crispin Freeman is great to listen to as Kyon. He has a perfectly snarky sounding voice that suits the character. The show's soundtrack is good. It has plenty of songs, although some of them sound the same. It's mostly chipper visual novel type music, but there are a few dramatic songs that I like and listen to outside the show. The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya is a wonderful series with very memorable characters and an enticing plot. It may be boring at times, but that's always done intentionally to give the series its own feel. I give the series as a whole an A. Funimation has recently gotten rights to the series and has released new DVDs and Blu-rays with episodes in chronological order. When the show was originally released, all episodes were aired out of order. Season 1 episodes were chronological, but every episode in Season 2 takes place in between episodes in the first season. I'm still not sure why the show was aired like that, but my theory is that somehow watching the episodes in the release order gives you a little more insight to a certain character and builds up to the finale better. But I don't know. Honestly, it doesn't matter what order you choose to watch the episodes. It's up to you. For similar recommendations, well, I don't really have any. I've yet to find a show that has the same sort of tone and structure as Haruhi, so I'm just going to say watch any anime made by Kyoto Animation, primarily deeper ones like Beyond the Boundary and Clannad. They're quite different from Haruhi, but you should still enjoy them. Plus, everybody should watch Clannad. I hope you enjoy watching the show if you choose to. It's one of my favorites because it's so unique. Hopefully I did a good job of describing it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for part 2 where I'll talk about the series finale movie, The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. And after that I'll talk about the spin-off series, The Disappearance of Nagato Yuki-chan. Bye!